time now for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news and it's late Thursday, May 12th, 2016. Good evening, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins. Late night, 11 o'clock news and our top story at 11 o'clock and it's late Thursday. It is Washington, where the Obama administration planned to issue a sweeping direct-to-tell in every public school district to allow transgender access to restrooms. Carly Trent, 9, was allegedly abducted by her uncle Gary Simpson from Harris School in Rogersford, Tennessee last weekend. Missing Tennessee girl Carly Trent Francis' uncle was arrested. Suspended Brazilian president Dilma Rousseff didn't mince words as she began to fight over her political life Thursday. It's a coup, she told reporters, speaking publicly for the first time since senators voted to begin an impeachment trial. Washington, Donald Trump and House Speaker Paul Ryan concluded their highly anticipated meeting on Thursday amid signals that the Republican Party will work to piece itself together after a fractious primary. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg promised Thursday that he will meet with leading conservatives about allegations that the platform suppressed right-leaning content in a section devoted to trending stories. Now, Butler is the mess. Donald Trump's longtime butler, NBC Senate counsel, NBC News Thursday, that he thinks President Barack Obama should be hung from the protocol of the White House. It used to be the White House. It was latest. The head of a Marine squadron at the Center of the International Incident in January was fired Thursday as the first officer to be publicly disciplined for errors that led to 10 sails being captured by Iran after getting lost in the Persian Gulf. Sydney, an Australian security contractor working at the Australian Embassy in Baghdad, that official said on Friday. Australia's Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade declined to provide details on how the 34-year-old man died. President Yoweri Museveni of Uganda and other African presidents for life. Berlin. European Commission President Jean-Claude Juncker said a deal to grant Turks visa-free access to the European Union is part of a joint effort to end Europe's migrant crisis would collapse if Ankara failed to change their laws, and the EU argues. Find out Phoenix ahead of weathering another special event. Don't pack that suit or nice dress and check bag as Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport a mess after TSA can't check bags. I failed to follow basic police protocols, including the fastening and seatbelt led to the death of Freddie Gray, prosecutors said today during the first day of Baltimore's police officer Edwin Neal's trial. A bomb scared Tripoli put Joint Base Andrews, a major military facility outside Washington, on lockdown until Thursday, base officials said. A federal judge struck down a portion of President Obama's signature Affordable Care Act health law Thursday, ruling that Obama exceeded his afforded and not only under the provision that sent billions of dollars in subsidies to health insurers. Edinburgh officials from the Federal Transit Administration are slated to visit the city Tuesday to take a look at the city's transit oriented development project that's been publicly funded by the FTA money. Mayor Kevin Dumas will meet with the officials at City Hall and then take them on to the downtown revitalization project has been moved ahead with the help of FTA cash. The Edinburgh Development and Authority used the federal agency's money to buy the old barn and the automatic machine products company property on the south side of Wall Street, which were partly used for a bus station and roads. The two parcels alone cost $1.1 million. That's Criminal Properties LLC is pointed to buy the remainder of that property from the ARA and then build Renaissance Station south of the sister building, the 80-unit Renaissance Station north, which opened in October on the north side of the wall. Norton, Modern Hospital in Taunton is a band that Norton based behavioral health service company contracted by the state saying the company failed to evaluate several patients at the hospital for almost 8 hours Thursday morning. Fall River, an associate of former New England Patriots owner and Hernandez was acquitted of murder but was convicted of being an accessory to murder of the affected 2013 murder of Olden Lloyd at not in Edinburgh Industrial Park. Boston, with the applause winging in the background, the state Senate Thursday overwhelmingly approved the transgender bill on a 33-4 vote. Taunton brothers were arrested Thursday after legislature attempted to extort the code over the suboxone clinic they managed in Quincy and belted money from the center. Edinburgh, local high school freshmen who went to attend Tri-County Regional Vocational Technical High School in Franklin next school year have a better shot now. Boston, more than 24,000 drug cases were likely affected by a Massachusetts drug evidence scandal more than 4 years ago, the American Civil Liberties Union said Thursday. The civil rights group has said that the revised estimate down from the more than 40,000 cases was based on information provided by prosecutors in an ongoing Supreme Judicial Court case seeking to resolve fallout from the scandal. The latest estimate represents about 1/6 of all declarations and adverse judgments in Massachusetts from 2003 to 2012. Plot in Maine. Federal regulators are shutting down scalp fishing in the Northern Gulf of Maine, which is one of the most important and harvested areas for the shellfish. Apple Incorporated said on Thursday that it invested $1 billion in China's ride-hailing service Didi Chuxing. A who that Apple chief executive Tim Cook said it would help the company better understand the critical Chinese market. Shake Shack Incorporated demolishes Q1 earnings. Nordstrom could not have skipped the woes built in the apparel retail sector as the company reported first quarter earnings far below Wall Street expectations. For a limited time, McDonald's cooking its quarter pound burgers with fresh meat, but only at 14 restaurants around the Dallas, Fort Worth area in Texas. Staying on the stocks now up 9.30 points at 17,720.50. S&P 500 down 35 cents at 2,064.11, and Nasdaq down 23.35 points at 4,737.33. A mercury bird has shrunk in the state dress. Temperatures warming its Arctic breeding ground, according to research as a consequence of climate change that red knot may have a lower survival chance than a different continent, says scientists. More than 80% of people living in urban areas that monitor air pollution are exposed to air quality levels that exceed guidelines set by the World Health Organization, with population in low-income cities at the most at risk. Americans throw over 3,500 button-sized batteries every year, according to MIT researchers. So they created something to retrieve those foreign objects. If it appear in the depths of space at a vast expanse of stars, galaxies, and even electrical globe from the Big Bang itself, you might think that humanity they can understand that the laws of nature to create a good enough technology. The front windshield of your car probably shields you from the sun's UVA rays as you drive, but the same way may not be true beside windows or new study finds. A tourist from Europe may have exposed Massachusetts residents across the eastern part of the state to measles. The State Department, the Public Health, and the Boston Public Health Commission confirmed the first case of virus in the Commonwealth. Other states in the West, including Colorado and Arizona, will have far greater shortage of roughly 13,000 and 28,000 nurses, respectively. Consuming certain fruits and vegetables during adolescence may result in a risk of breast cancer midlife, which increases alcohol intake later in life may increase the risk. Two studies released this week suggest. Take a look at New England Insurance in Springfield, Massachusetts. A motor crash at 9 block of Parker Street. Motorcycle versus car with injuries. Peter Channel News Time is now 11:08 p.m. on this late Thursday night, and it's time now for a Trevor Report. Let's study off down in Rhode Island, where it's looking tonight was Byway's Ocean State. Route 3 in the southbound side, a little slow just around Route 18 in Weymouth. Route 20 on the southbound side, it's a little slow around the northbound stretch near Otis Air Force Base. 120 on the southbound side, a little slow after Route 9 in Wellesley. Route 93 South Expressway, southbound side, right back to the Dorchester. Mass Pack eastbound side, so the also back towards like to Boot Tunnel. Mass Pack westbound side, so after Southeast Expressway, 495 and westbound Southeast Expressway. It's looking from Braintree down to Quincy and for Boston. Mass Pack westbound side, also after 495 and Westburg. But otherwise, you're looking at the highways and byways of the Bay State except 95 and the northbound side out. Little slow just around the Georgetown stretch, 290 eastbound side, also on the northwest stretch. Spalding turnback on the northbound side, so from Portsmouth to Route 4 in Durham. But otherwise, you're looking at the highways and byways of Vermont, North Maine, except a little slow spot around I-89 on the northbound side just before the Canadian border. And down in New York State, the Berkshire section of New York State, very little over the Tunnel Cottage State Parkway headed towards Massachusetts. I-87 through and on the northbound side, a little slow at the Hudson stretch. I-80 on the westbound side, a little slow after the Thruway in Schenectady. Down in New York City. Lance Expressway eastbound side, also the Queens, 670, it's slow on both ends from Grand Central Parkway out to Lance Expressway. West Side Parkway also from Alma all the way out to 95 on both ends, also the Bronx all the way to George Washington Bridge. 495 on the eastbound side, it's a little slow before 678. Brooklyn Queens Expressway, a little slow around the Brooklyn Bridge. 278 on both ends of the Barons and Errors Bridge, that's a little slow. And Brooklyn Better Parkway, a little slow on the southbound side. Northbound side is looking good. Lincoln Tunnel on the westbound side, a little slow go. 78 eastbound side, a little slow around New York State. Around the Holland Tunnel. And 278 on the westbound side, a little slow around Route 95 in Femboy, New Jersey. But otherwise, the Jersey Turnpike is looking good from New York down to the Delaware Bridge. Delaware Bridge, it's slow go. Garden State Parkway is moving from New York all the way down to Wildwood. Highways and byways of Pennsylvania are looking except on 476 in the eastbound side. On the southbound side, a little around an I-78. 95 on the southbound side, a little slow for the Delaware stretch. 695 on the northbound side, it is slow from I-83 to Route 95 north of Baltimore. I-81 and then the northbound side, a little slow around Route 70 just around Hagerstown, Maryland. And 267 in the eastbound side, a little slow the Del stretch. 395 on the northbound side, also around the Capitol Building in Washington, D.C. and Route 4 in eastbound side, a little slow before the Capitol Beltway in Lago, Maryland. And Pennsylvania turnbound is moving from Philly to Pittsburgh. Alright, let's take a look at MBTA incident alerts at 11:11. Sleepy. Blue line, Spitz from Mountain Lane through the signal pump and run the land. On the commuter rail, Franklin Line, bridge problem near Walpole has been resolved. Minor resolution delays are expected. And on the ferries, they are looking good. Peter Chill News Time, 11:12 p.m. on this late Thursday. And it's time now for a weather report for tonight. Podcast got about 46 degrees, light south wind. For Friday, check the showers before 4 p.m. Then check the showers and thunderstorms between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. And showers likely and possibly a thunderstorm after 5 p.m. Blue skies are at 32 degrees. Southwest about 3 to 7 miles out. Chance of precipitation is 6% new maybe up to 3 and less than 10 inches possible. Extend amount of possible thunderstorms. Friday night, showers likely before 10 p.m. Skies are becoming forecast go to about 53 degrees and southward about 6 miles becoming not a variable. Chance of precipitation is 7%. New is about 3 and 10 inches possible. Saturday, slight showers after 3 p.m. Most skies about 72 degrees and southwest about 6-9 miles out. Chance of precipitation is 20% of the gust is 23 miles out. For Saturday night, check the showers and thunderstorms remain before 5 p.m. Most skies got about 46 degrees and southwest around 6 to 8 miles out. Chance of precipitation is 50%. For Sunday, most of the podcasts got about 6 about 40 degrees. Monday, most of the podcasts got about 58 about 41 degrees. Tuesday, most of the podcasts got about 65 about 46 degrees. Wednesday, parts of the podcasts got about 65 about 48 degrees. And for Thursday, check the showers. Most skies got about 66 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 40%. Currently here, not near 80 days are fair skies and it's 50 degrees. Humidity 8%. 10 above Celsius. And that's going to be for the Peter Channel. 11 o'clock to this late Thursday, May 12th, 2016. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow morning with a more important good night.